All right, guys, we're this is fuck shit.
Then on top of that, they got fined by the European Union another $2 billion. So it's a $17 to $18 billion fine. I even said about Apple, can you pay that? I mean, you have that guy. That's a lot of money. And he said something that was interesting. He said they're using that to run their enterprise, meaning Europe is their enterprise. And I said, that's a lot. I said, but Tim, I got to get elected first. But I'm not going to let them take advantage of our companies. That won't, be happening. Yesterday I talked about something that's very important. I don't know if it got, China was building massive plants in Mexico.
Huffyson.
And I let them, massive, the biggest plants in the world. And my friend was actually building it.
It's the one right there.
Oh, that's
It's
it.
massive.
Guess what? They're not building it anymore. You know that, right?
Right, I heard.
They're
Do
not,
you
you
know
know
why?
why? Because of me. And if they built that, there would be no more Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Detroit's been decimated over the years, but there would be no more Detroit. So they're building massive plants in Mexico. China's building them, and they're going to make cars, sell them across the border, and destroy every automobile manufacturer, even in South Carolina and other places, Tennessee. They're going to destroy. You wouldn't have one automaking company. And what did I do? I said 2 months ago, and if they do that, I will put a 100 or 200 or 2,000% tariff on these cars, and they will never enter America. And that was it. And I said that 4 or 5 times during 4 or 5 speeches. And I met the man that's building the plants 2 days ago when I was in Detroit at the Economic Club of Detroit, making a speech, talking about how we're going to bring our car industry back, which is easy to do. All you have to do is the proper incentives. And I mean, keeping Elon would have been easy to do, frankly, but nobody ever went to
I want to push back on this. I'm curious to know what you say with it.
Yeah, you're annoying, cuz. Batty?
What do you want me to do about it?
The baddie over there. I gotta go.
You're the most annoying.
All right, guys, we're reading Thus Spoke Zarathustra. Zarathustra's Discourses. This one is called Of Joys and Passions. Of Joys and Passions. My brother, if you have a virtue, and it is your own virtue, you have it in common with no one. I gotta do this, or there's so many bugs right here.
So he went out of his way.
Dodge small truck with a black bumper with a wire hanging and black. I swear to God, I'm fucking blasting that out there.
So Virgil, by the way, you bought your dad this truck. Why'd you buy him? You didn't have to do that.
Well, look, one thing that people don't know is when I was sick, we had to sell some stuff to actually make it, and my dad, he had to sell his brand new truck. He had it for like maybe not even like half a year. So he made a big sacrifice. I mean, this isn't even like what he deserves out of everything he's done. That's just like I have to pay him back because that was just a sacrifice that he wanted to make to help us. I mean, it was the least I could. I mean, plus it's without him I wouldn't be here.
Well, boxing wise or life wise or both.
Well, all of it. Yeah.
But Virgil, how's it make you feel, man? Your son didn't have to do this. He could have just said thank you or say, hey, let me get you something.
No, I know. It's, like I said, I really didn't want to do it. I tried to hold off for it for a while. I was still driving this old truck that I had, and that old truck actually gave up on me. The engine went out on it. So actually, transmission, engine went out on it.
You drove it till the wheels fell off.
I drove it till the wheels fell off, and I was forced to get a new truck. So yeah, so that but I sold my truck. There's things that we could have probably sold first, maybe, like the other cars, the 2 cars that we have. But I didn't want him to. I feel the Mustang that he has, that black one.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to sell that because people don't realize how hard Virgil worked.
Oh, no, they have no idea. He's the hardest worker
They
ever.
don't. Yeah, they don't know like not only how hard he worked, but to get that when he bought that car with the Mean Machine fight. People don't realize.
Parliamentary.
Hinterland. Hodgepodge.
Paternalism.
So I wore this hat yesterday in my neighborhood, and I'm fucking nervous. I was mad nervous. I'll tell you a story, but I'm gonna ask my donut shop lady if she will not be my friend anymore if I wear this. Hey, where's Sandra at? She's not here? Hey, look it. If I wear this hat, will you stop being my friend? You won't? Okay, I don't care about... You wanna hold it? I was looking for Sandra. Well, look, good morning. God bless, I hope he has a good day, but I don't know the guy. Okay, look, can I put it on? I'm going bald, so that's why I always wear a hat. Okay, put it on my head. Okay, look. Everybody who passes me, God bless them, right? I'm a what? A Dodger?
Vlogger.
Oh yeah, I'm a vlogger, yeah. Oh, but look, I wanted to talk to Sandra.
Sandra's not here.
Only because she's older than you.
Oh, he's older too. He's 10 years older than me.
Hey, look at God.
Ms. Robinson, do you agree with Ms. Gaines that there's a difference between women and men?
If the question is about trans women,
I'm just asking, is there a difference between women and men?
I mean, what I can say is that the NCAA has rules in place. They've had rules in place for the last decade, and when this competition
Okay, I'm
happened,
going to try
the
again.
rules were clear.
Do you believe there's a difference between women and men? It's a yes/no question. Do you believe there's a difference?
Oh, I think that we're talking about this case with the NCAA.
No, I'm asking a question. Do you believe there's a difference between women and men? Most people could answer this very simply. I'm curious if you're willing to do so.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just putting it into the context of the
Is that a yes?
conversation that we're having. I think that there are definitions related to sex.
Is that a yes? So I'm trying to get a yes or no. I'm not trying to get a speech. Is there a difference between women and men?
I think that there are definitions for biological sex.
Okay, so you're
which
not
is
answering that.
different
Let me
than
ask you this question then. Why do women's sports exist? If you can't define a difference between women and men, why not abolish women's sports and just tell little girls to swim with little boys and see who wins?
Oh, I'm simply saying that that sex
My
is different
question,
than gender.
why
and I
do
believe that
women's sports
have a great
exist?
value. I mean, Senator, I'll tell you right
Ms.
now.
Robinson, please answer the question I'm asking you.
Absolutely.
Why do women's sports exist?
I think that there are so many positive benefits to sports.
But
I mean,
why have a
we've talked
separate
about
category for
everything.
women? If there's no difference between women and men, why have women's sports?
I'm saying that there's a difference between sex and gender, and that the NCAA has rules in place, which they have for the last
Mr.
decade.
Chairman, I would like to enter into the
related to
record an
participation.
article from Duke Law called Comparing Athletic Performances for the Best Elite Women to Boys and Men. And it goes through examining in 2017 the top records for women in the world in various track and field events. So, for example, in the 100 meter, the top record for women in the world was 10.71 seconds. Now, that record for the number one woman in the world in 2017 was, in the year 2017, broken by 124 boys under 18. In that same year, the record for the number one competing woman in the 100 meter dash in the world was broken by a total of 2,474 men.
If the radical Democrat agenda to destroy girls' sports and women's sports succeeds, little girls will not have a chance to compete. So I ask unanimous consent that this article be entered into the record.
Without objection. Senator Kennedy? Gender queer? I've got a son in the high school as well. And this is bullshit. We know it, all right? We do not need to be having literature that's showing boys how to suck dick.
Hi, my name's Knox Zajac. I'm 11 years old and I go to Wyndham Middle School. I'm a 6th grader. I was in the library and this book was on a stand. I'd like to read you a page. My back over my hips as I ask if we should take our clothes off. And he's saying yes before I finish my sentence. He's pulling off my t-shirt, laughing when I can't undo his shirt buttons. He's undoing my belt. I'm reaching into his bedside drawer for a condom. We're kissing. Again, we're rolling over. Obviously, you can see where this is going. I don't know if it's because we're feeling especially emotional or just tired, or these past couple of weeks have been too much. But this reminds me so much of the first time we had sex. We were both fucking terrified, and the whole thing was kind of terrible because we didn't know what we were doing. But it was good too, so good, because we were a mess of emotions, and we were scared and excited, and everything felt new. So this sort of feels like that. Nick touches me like he's scared at any minute. Now, this book was at my middle school, and it was on a stand. When I rented it out to show my dad it, the librarian asked if I wanted more and if I wanted a graphic novel version.
How's the lighting? Should I go that way? The lighting kind of suck.
Move back a little bit. Yeah, I think
Should
that's
we go
better.
this way? Turn this way? No? Lighting's good?
Face.
It's good? Yeah. I should take my glasses off? No. You can see me or no?
Yeah, I can see your face.
It's good? Thanks.
Okay, this is... Yeah. And so those numbers were horrifying. Yes. And they knew it. But I want to show you something. Rob, I want to show you something. Do you have the link I sent you? Okay, this is very, very telling data. CNN. This guy does a great job, by the way. Harry Enton. He talks about the independent vote. Watch this. Okay. Rob, play, it's 27 seconds. Watch this.
Center of the electorate. You go last time around, Joe Biden won these voters by 11 points. You look at September of 2024, a month ago, Kamala Harris was up 5 points among
Independents.
independents.
Watch this.
You look now, though, look at this.
That's it. But watch
She's
this.
only
Watch
up
what
by 2
happens.
points among a key block center of the electorate, down 9 points where Biden was
Insane.
at the end
Watch.
of the 2020 campaign.
This next thing she's
This is a
says.
national
One more,
picture. This is a
and
national
he's gonna show the
picture.
15.
What is going on in those key battleground states? Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, the Great
Watch.
Lakes, that blue wall, right? Joe Biden last time around won him by 5 points over Donald Trump. Look at where we are today. This is the type of movement Donald Trump likes to see in the center of the
Wait
electorate,
for it.
up by a point. Now, of course, that's well within any margin of error, right? But again, it's the movement. It's the trends, Mr. Berman, that we're looking at.
Next
And
one.
when you flip a group from going +5 Biden to now +1 Trump, that's the type of movement Donald Trump loves to see, and it's the type of movement that I think gives Democrats some agita. You saw it nationally, you see it in the blue wall states there. What do we know about candidates who have won or lost
Watch
independence
this.
in the past?
This is
Yeah, are independents determinative of who wins the election? Usually the way
That's
independents
crazy.
go, so
15.
goes the
Oh my
nation.
goodness.
So
15.
candidates who won independence in elections since 1952, look at this. 1 independence, won the election 15, lost the election despite winning independence just 3. So it is possible to lose independence and win the election, but the bottom line is that's only happened 3 times. It was Nixon in 68, it was Ford in 76, and it was Kerry in 2004. Normally when you win independence, John, it's a very good sign for your chances to win the election.
You've been in the White House for 4 years. You were vice president, not the president. But why wasn't any of that done in the last 4 years?
Well, there was a lot that was done, but there's more to do, Anderson. And I'm pointing out
These are
things
the
that need to
answers.
be done, that haven't been done, but need to be done.
She just said done 5 times.
Was that a joke? Hold on, was that an edited funny clip?
No, she's
That's
actually
really what
being
she just
serious.
said.
She said that. But actually,
No,
let's
Rob.
listen to that answer one more time,
you're
Rob. I'm
jo-
actually inspired by it. Can you play that one more time?
Wow.
Oh, I thought you guys did a funny clip.
No, play that one more
No,
time.
that was-
Some
that
voters
was
that
real.
might ask, you've been in the White House for 4 years. You were vice president, not the president. But why wasn't any of that done in the last 4 years?
Well, there was a lot that was done, but there's more to do, Anderson. And I'm pointing out things that need to be done, that haven't been done, but need to be done.
What?
Wow.
It's like the movie when she's like, I'm just gonna make it do what it do, baby.
Yeah,
I mean,
what is? You know
What did
Dun,
Axelrod
dun,
say?
This is here it comes.
oh my god.
I love this.
The things that would concern me is when she doesn't want to answer a question, her habit is to kind of go to word salad city. And she did that on a couple of
Whole
answers.
city.
One was on Israel. Anderson asked a direct question, would you be stronger on Israel than Trump? And there was a 7-minute answer, but none of it related to the question he was
Yikes.
asking. And so...